Hi, everybody. Michel Cassista here. First of all, I'd like to thanks everybody for the nice birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you. Big 40, big 40, not 20 no more. Getting older. I guess that should mean that I'm getting a little more wisdom, which lead me to one question. I'd like to ask you one question today. If you can answer that question in the comment for me, would be really appreciated. If you could go back, if you could go back and tell your young self when you were 18 years old and give yourself one advice, what would that be? And write that in the comment for me. Right? For me, if I could go back, I would tell myself that I need to invest in myself. I learned so much in the last few years. It's mind blowing. The truth is, there's so many fascinating things that we can learn about ourselves to improve ourselves, whether it's financing, health, whatever. There's so many ways you can improve yourself. Like, you want to be better every day than you were the day before. So we should all do that. So that's what I would tell me. The truth is, I was so happy to be done high school. I hated it. I sucked at it. And I was so glad I wouldn't have to open a book again. And if I could go back and change this, that would make such a difference. I lost 15 years of knowledge that I could have that would have made a big impact. So if you haven't started yet, start investing in yourself. There's so many ways. So easy now to learn stuff. You can go on YouTube. You can go read books, audiobook, podcast. Truth is, I hated reading. There's no way I would read. And then when I first started watching YouTube video, everywhere people were talking about Rich Dad Poor Dad. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Everybody read Rich Dad Poor Dad. Like, shit. Like, it sucks that I don't like to read. Like, everybody's talking about it. I would really like to read that book. And then one day, one guy was talking about audiobook, and now you can get a free trial on audiobooks. No, I'm gonna give that a try. And then I got that Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and then reading this changed everything. Like, they should give that for in school for people to read, that Rich Dad Poor Dad book, instead of that nonsense, some of that nonsense stuff that they teach. But everything changed. And if I read that book, just that book alone, when I was 18, I would be in a way better place now financially anyway than I am now. So after I listened to it for a few times, I say read book because it makes me sound smarter, but I listen to them. And I bought this book for all my kids after they probably didn't read it, because if my dad gave me a book when I was that age, I would have just threw it in the closet or something like that. Oh, thanks, Dad, whatever. But I hope they do one day. And that's what I would like to do. So my favorite way to learn myself is what Tony Robbins called that the net time, right? No extra time. So every time in my truck, I read a book. I either listen to audiobook or listen to podcast. Like right now, I'm listening. I got the Breakthrough app from Tony Robbins, and then I bought a program, Living Health, from him, and then I'm listening to them for the third time. Like, I like to listen to things 2 or 3 times. I learn fast, but you need to explain a lot. So every time I re-listening, it's like I'm learning something different. There's stuff. It's just like watching a movie for 2 or 3 times, right? And it's so much different when you're learning something that you care about. That's totally, like, at school I hated reading because I didn't care about what I was reading about. But it's different when you're learning something, it makes you grow, and then you feel better. It's totally different. So I recommend that to everybody that's watching. And please let me know in the comment, what would be your best advice that you would give yourself if you could go back in time? And I can learn from it. Other people can read the comment and give them ideas, right? So we're all here to help everybody grow. So until next time, step away from average. And by the way, give me some likes and hearts. Come on, it's my birthday. So till next time, step away from average. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great evening.